5-minute
Oh,
warning.
I got the. Oh, I saw the new openings for all that. They got
Yeah.
Kenan Thompson to return,
Of course.
and he came in with the big ear of corn. All the new cast was going like, "Oh my god, you're so famous!" Acting like they were talking to Kenan.
Yeah.
But they turn over to the big ear of corn, and it was like they go to Kenan like, "Who are you?" It was the new cast, and then it got funnier when the old cast came in, and it was on. Well, Kenan was on a horse, and they recognized the horse and not Kenan.
Oh no! I have
It was
no
Buttercup.
idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's the actually pointing this out to me. It's always been hinted at in the show. Whenever he was on, whenever Ralph was on during the show. No, he's been on a few.
Yeah, I love that one. My friend showed me that episode.
Yeah, they didn't outright say that he was trans because it was the 90s. Yeah.
Oh no, Alex Jones is right. The water's turning the frogs gay. No, but that's not where
Water's turning the
because it's
frogs freaking gay.
No, it's now he's turning the frogs trans. Oh, did you put the stream in the streaming in the Ring of Friendship chat? Okay. Yeah. The what? What did you say? The member what? Yeah. What was the stupidest thing?
Okay, one of the episodes of South Park, they had a clump of berries called the member berries. It's like, remember this? Remember that?
Oh, member. Oh boy. They didn't like the new Star Wars? Really? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't float your boat. Oh. Sorry you got embarrassed. Yeah. It's interesting thinking just how long the new sequel's been going on. But yeah. We can talk about that. It's like, let people like what they like. It's not hurting anybody. It's not damaging you. Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be seeing it with my mom
Mm.
because
Yeah.
we watch a whole bunch of movies together. Since my little sister is what you call a Dorcas Malorcas.
Mordor. We.
I'm back! Welcome to Ants, ladies and gentlemen, where we are here tonight. You are out there with everybody else, and things are going crazy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait, was the thing on
And
the entire
I'm back
time?
too.
Hold on.
A whole bunch of movies together. Since my little
Well, apparently I accidentally left the microphone on the entire time. Oh, my God. I'm gonna get killed. So,
whoopsie.
well, that's gonna be biting my ass soon, so don't
Mm.
tell Cruiser. Anyway, tonight we're back there. I'm with Bright and Jablonski. Jablonski Games.
Yep.
Doing the whole
And Jablinski.
Jablinski blackjack gamers.
Never
I'll
been in the house.
I'll get my own YouTube channel with Jack Black and I don't know.
Jack Black and hookers.
I have never
Jack
actually
Black and
seen.
hookers.
I've actually never watched Jack Black's YouTube channel. It was one of those.
Starts off really good.
So before we begin our thing tonight, I'm gonna have to fix that episode of Ants. Before we begin our thing tonight, we have a little bit of a. We got a little bit of a
Crow actually did it.
of an announcement tonight. So here's what we got going on. That's the wrong thing. And why was I greeted with a guy dressed like Joffrey the giraffe?
Joffrey the giraffe? What? Who?
Jablonski. All right. We got a message here from our good friend Crimson Glow, the girlfriend of the editor, who has a bit. Who wanted me to spread the word to you guys here. I'm just gonna read this up, taking over the face cam. Hey guys, I got a few openings for voice actors for a series called Dr. Flame 18+, a story about Andreas Santos, who comes to California as a new mascot / hero for a superhero program as Dr. Flame. Angelina Estevez has to train him on how to be a proper superhero for the States while trying to figure out where in the world is the evil furry cult leader Chimera. Tony E. Rico gets in the fray as an immigrant from Mexico with fire powers and his own trying to fit in with his new culture in California. Some roles that are open are Angelina Estevez, aka Lion Gal, a main female protagonist, badass espionage specialist with a chip on her shoulder, but a flirtatious. Tony Rico. Tony Rico is an idealistic, kind-hearted, awkward young. Oh yeah, My Hero Academia. I don't really. Chimera, once a man of science and humble means, now Chimera is leader of a growing cult. The more you talk to him, though, the more he just makes sense. He's the major villain of the first arc. Alejandro. He's a San Diego police detective aiding his cousin Dr. Flame, who he's unaware in Andreas is in the first place. He is blunt, laid back, charismatic, flirtatious, and mischievous. He's much more empathetic than Andreas, knowing when it's time to get serious and when it's time to relax, even when everyone else is panicking. That and so many other roles to audition for. Look, got the link to learn some more. So I'm just going to take the link right now, and I'm going to take the... Hold on. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing on my top monitor here. So I'm going to take the link, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to put this right over here for everybody to watch. If you want to audition, just go to this link right there. It's always a good time there. I loved helping Crimson Glow. She came with us when everything went crazy. So, anyway, that's the thing there. Do you want to know what I just realized in that opening? Nobody could hear me. They could only hear you guys.
Really?
Yeah, because in the opening thing, I just gotta make sure. Yep, apparently in the opening thing, the only people that can be heard that I turned off was everybody on Discord, so I apologize.
Wait, so they couldn't hear you in the stream?
Yeah, my Yeti's not on the OBS.
Huh.
I can imagine everybody...
Someone dodged the bullet.
Well, no, I'm not going to make you guys get things. If you guys want it taken off, you can just let me know. Really, if you want me to.
And they hear you on Twitch
I
and
just turn
stuff?
off my.
Well, they
camera
couldn't hear.
for a
Well,
little bit.
no. During the opening, I use a thing called the program OBS to where I have a different. Where I have to put down each individual audio source, and basically my Yeti was not part of the opening. Basically, it was just the the inner microphone.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want me to remove the video, guys, you can just tell me. I can just put it on like unlisted or something.
Mm.
Then again,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It might backfire on me when you're repeating everything you're saying there. It's like, oh no, you say you didn't finish your asparagus. I don't frickin' know what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's the deal tonight.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Did I embarrass you guys? I think I embarrassed both of them. Did I embarrass them, ladies and gentlemen? I think I did. So yes, it's been a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I have
Like 2
Bright.
weeks.
Huh?
It's been 2 weeks because last week we were in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. So a little bit of some backstory. I wasn't able to show up 2 weeks ago because I was at work. Bright Idea was also doing stuff, and I don't know what happened to Sprower. The other day we were at BronyCon, which I want to say up front, thank you very much for all those who came and saw us, all those who told us how much you like our work, all the stuff. It's just an honor to hear that from you guys. You're always the guys that makes us forward. So
very much so.
Yeah, I'm sure you missed me more than we missed you. So I'm yeah, that's the thing. Jablonski, where did you go?
I turned my camera off for a little bit.
And why is that?
None of your business. I'll turn it back on in a bit.
Oh. You make me very
Makes
sad.
me think of a knock knock joke where it's like, knock knock, who's there? None ya who? None your business.
Bright Idea, ladies and gentlemen. Bright. Okay, so yeah.
It's funny.
Just to let you guys know, a new Concomers will be coming. It's actually in the midst of being made right now.
Ooh.
Bright Idea is also going to be probably did some vlogging as well. Did you?
Oh yeah, I did a lot of vlogging. I haven't started working on the video though because family work and stuff, and also just I've been getting like the post-con blues and just like it's like I've kind of subconsciously, but also just kind of because I felt low, just haven't been working on stuff, and I realized that's what I've been doing, and I want to move forward from that and actually get stuff done, stuff for my channel.
I hope you're not going through any depression or anything. Are you depressed?
Nah, I mean, I don't know, maybe I was, but just like telling people about like how I'm feeling and just being honest about like with myself, I can see that like I've just been in a slump.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Bright.
Yeah. I did a whole thread on Twitter, and like that really made me feel better. Just saying like I've been like feeling lonely for the friends that I made there and the memories, and looking through all the pictures and the videos of people who were there, and just like wishing I could go back to that, but knowing also that things can't be like that all the time. That's why they're special.
I know the feeling. It's the same thing with Grand Brony Gala. Like, you ever, like,
yeah.
And one of the things that when I was there was, oh, crashes and explodes. Charlie360, welcome to the chat. Also, Drake, thanks for saying you missed me. We'll be talking more about the Pokemon trailer soon. One other thing I want to point out here is that, like, here's the thing, like, when I was at Grand Brony Gala and I heard it wasn't gonna year, I had the same problem there. Like, you've seen the Muppet movie, right?
I've seen the Muppet movie, yeah.
There's a song that Gonzo sings called "I'm Going to Go Back There Someday," which is literally a song which is a song about him feeling an old feeling that he once felt, or something like that. And yeah, I kind of best way to describe that feeling at BronyCon is the same way.
Oh, yeah. It's like I was there were multiple moments during that weekend where I would just like spin 360 degrees, and all around me were people that I knew from the internet and people that I liked and joked around with and made me feel just comfortable being my weird self. And like I want to be like that all the time, just like not have to like act normal. For
how many autographs did you sign?
Maybe I want to say like 5 at least.
Oh, nice. I signed up. Cruiser got his first autograph, which was a lot of fun. He's probably gonna give like the. He's probably gonna go with the whole like small talk, like the whole I never felt so good, thing. But yeah, I had to sign like I signed like one autograph of a Mystery Brony Theater fan. Someone got some pictures with me, and the other.
Yeah.
Then there were 2 people that just wanted my autograph because I was in Brawny's video.
Yeah.
The one girl came up to me
got
saying
an autograph from me, from Round Trip, who does the MLP in a nutshell.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the
I'm
So there was this really shy girl who was like a Fluttershy type, and she was so sweet. And she's like, "Miss me, can I have your autograph?" And I was like, "Of course you can!" And it just scribbled my name, and it's like that just felt so good.
Yeah, I leave the same message on all my autographs apps, which is keep moving forward. But like
Yes.
one thing I do, but yeah, that's a huge thing. Like I was freaking jealous that you were actually got in a panel.
Yeah, I know, and it was just because I was in one video that the IRS in a nutshell one where Twinkle Sprinkle tries to scam me out of $1 bajillion.
That's interesting. But yeah, that was the thing because Mystery Brony Theater didn't get it, but apparently Riff Ponies did. Fuck you. Second of all, but yeah, it was just it was just interesting that way because that was the thing. But yeah, you were there with Webcakes as well. I only got to see her once.
Yeah.
Never knew.
Yeah.
I've seen very few pictures of her. I didn't know. Kept forgetting how many freckles she had.
Yeah.
But she's a nice girl. She's
collected many souls.
She's awesome.
She's a nice girl. I like her. But
she is. She's very enthusiastic, and she loves giving hugs, which I always trust a person who loves giving hugs.
I never got a hug.
Really? I didn't hug you?
No, you hugged me. I never got a hug from Webcakes. Anyway, we're gonna go to the phones right now. We got a caller in here. Derpy is best pony. Derpy is best pony. You are on Ants. What's up?
I see you're not fired no more.
I'm sorry. What?
Fired.
I was never fired to
You're
begin
not
with.
fired?
No, it's a stupid joke from last week where everybody was curious as to where.
What do you mean I'm fired? I own both of you.
Yeah, that's what I said there. It was just a thing there. I was away. That was the thing. I was at BronyCon. Juwan just didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other BronyCon. We decided to say that he got fired.
Oh.
We played the revolution.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry, Blonsky. What were you saying, Derps? Derpy?
I wanted to do that so bad, but I had no money.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
I had to do half a year of saving. I had to save up to I reached my goal, but it was it was a good time while it lasted. But yeah, we're gonna be talking more about and showing off our merch, when Cruiser gets here. He's on his way, so yeah. It's a shame you couldn't make it there, buddy.
Merch for that you guys got.
Hundreds of dollars.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot to talk
Yeah,
about.
the lodging cost the most because I was there for 6 days from Wednesday to Monday. The fact that it was a 4-day con made a difference. So I'm glad I was able to go.
Right, you got to go to more conventions in Florida.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for joining us, Derp. Sorry, I had to disconnect you there.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say here also is that we might, before we continue on there, let's just get on with the news of the week here, because there's a lot that was going on here that I noted.
Definitely.
First off, let's get the one out of the way that everybody. Hold on, we got a message for Bright Idea. Here by Twiley X360, where she says also Brighty.
Oh, yeah, he calls me Brighty.
It's
I've
cute.
only been to a few conventions, but damn, that feeling is quite hard. But with me, it's so hard for me. I've never met a single person I've met online except my girlfriend. I've known them for 6 years at most, and yes, it makes me cry. Aw.
I know.
Yeah. It was so surreal meeting friends that I've only met online, like Twisted Fate and Editor. Oh, so many people.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm sorry, interrupting.
It's okay. You were responding to a question, so no problem. So we got the new Pokemon trailer, where we got a lot of good updates. We got to see the new Pokemon of the, what region was it again?
Galar.
The Galar region.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's like
Very
how
cool.
or as we in America like to call it, the Gala region. Like, that was always a weird thing about people from Britain that I work with. They always, like, occasionally when something ends with A, that's always like an R, like they call it pizza.
Oh,
I'm
pizza.
not-
No, it has an R. It has an R at the end of it. So
Pizza.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like there. I'm not trying to be a racist or anything. I'm just.
No.
I just found it.
I don't think it's
Everyone's a little-
racist. It's just
everyone's a little bit racist.
Well, let me just-
sometimes.
Well, let me just put it like this way. I actually was watching Game Grumps one time where they got Grant Kirkhope, and they were arguing about the pronunciation of aluminum or aluminium, and Grant Kirkhope says, "Okay, let's get something straight here. Where did the Pilgrims come from? Where did they get their language from? From Great Britain? Is there any argument there? No, I think not. Anyway, but like yeah, that was a new thing there. The Galar region, which looks okay there. I kind of have everything I've seen was more or less when it was raining or cloudy. Like at E3, they were playing the game and it was more cloudy. Like I only saw the preview, but we got our new Galar region Pokemon, where they turned Gene Simmons into a like the third evolution of Zigzagoon.
like a badger, right?
Yeah,
It's
Honey
like
badger
a
don't
badger
care.
Pokemon.
Honey Badger don't care.
Yeah.
But like that was the
I
big.
learned that badgers and wolverines are related in the Kingdom.
You think so? Like
Yeah.
it depends on like why go with Zigzagoon? That was the thing that got me out of the way. Like I don't even remember what its name is at this point. Like I only got up to Hoenn, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, Gene Simmons is now a Pokemon. It looks exactly like him with the tongue and everything. I mean, there's no going around it. Also, coughing is now a bong.
Yeah. I thought he
No,
was
he-
Doug Dimmadome.
I was about to say, he's Dimmadome. He's still Dimmadome.
Oh yeah, it's fucking wheezing. That's right. He's Doug Dimmadome. I mean, yeah, it's smokestacks. I get it, but like, he looks like it's. I do like his.
Industrial Revolution factories and such.
I do like the smoke beard they gave him.
Well, quite right.
It's like all he just needs is a little
Yeah,
monocle. Did they give him a little monocle?
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of like when you.
No, I think people have been giving him the monocle.
Most unorthodox.
Like one of those things is just like crazy around that point. Like I don't remember if they gave him a monocle or not, but like I remember him. What was I gonna say? Like, frack, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, we got that. I don't know if there was any other Pokemon from the Galar region that was changed though. That was the thing.
Not that I can think of. We got the Weezing variant, we got the Zigzagoon variant, and we got the Pikachu with pockets. That gets
Pikachu
angry.
has pockets now?
Oh yeah, that thing. Pikachu with
Yeah,
pockets.
there's a new it looks almost like Pikachu.
Well, every region has their own
It's
Pikachu.
It's a electric dart.
Well, that's the thing. Like
Okay.
every region has a variant Pikachu.
Okay.
Like for Gen 2.
This region's variant.
I mean, think of it. Pachirisu, Minun and Plusle, Marill.
Okay. Oh, Meryl was supposed to be a Pikachu
Yeah,
variant?
its rumored name was Pikablue.
Huh.
Because it looks like Pikachu.
Okay. Meryl. Oh,
You know how much you love the Marill.
funny. I didn't think of that.
But like, yeah, I'm like going there and I'm expecting like Chingling to be turned into like Big Ben or something.
That would be hilarious.
That would be just fucking hilariously awesome.
They can go like a ghost rock.
Ooh.
Or like, what Pokemon or like they turn, what was the name of the, they somehow find a way to turn Aegislash into Jack the Ripper or something like that.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, can I also point out I am not a fan of the new team.
Oh, Team Yell. Why? Because it directs it's pretty much the fan base.
No, like what's their, yeah,
Yeah,
but
she got it.
here's how we go here. We got Team Galactic, okay? Team Rocket, Team Magma and Aqua, Team something thing. Then we get Team Skull, which was one of. Then we get Team Skull, which, let's just face it, was the best team conceived in the entire series. Now we got Team Yell. What are they doing? They're just a nuisance.
Same with Team Skull. They were pretty much just a pain in the ass of
yeah, but they were
everyone else.
Yeah, but they were at least more legitimately close to something relatable. I mean, they took over an entire
really.
They took over an entire fucking town. I mean, like that they like literally ran everybody out of the town and like
Rocket.
yeah, but they didn't run everybody out of the town and claim it as their own turf. Then also team. Let's just face it, Team Skull is an asshole for making you pay to heal your Pokemon.
Oh, trust. If you were rolling in the money, you had nothing to worry about.
And they had a better. And let's just face it, their theme song was awesome. Yeah, Doctor. So yeah, Team Yell. What are they? I guess I was gonna think because I thought it would be. I was expecting like when I heard thing, I was expecting something like rock related, but no, we got something kind of like that. Cruiser's probably not gonna like it, so yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait a little while before I get it. But
I know because they're getting rid of your Switch.
yeah, I'm trading in my Switch for PS4 and my Pokemon Sword pre-order is gonna go to Call of Duty.
Why? Anyway,
because it's what they're remaking one of my favorite ones.
Which one?
The first Modern Warfare.
I never played it, so I tried playing Call of Duty like once, and like my consensus is basically it's the same game. You just go around shoot things.
Let's just put it this way: the amount of time that I put into the second one is more than the amount of time that I put into my Breath of the Wild.
Look, just for the sake of recent events, I don't really want to go too much into Call of Duty and what they do. I kind of yeah. So another thing that's going on here, let's just talk about Disney is being active after acquiring Fox Pictures. Can you believe that? What do we got coming?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
We got a reboot of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Night at the Museum, and Home Alone coming to Disney Plus.
Home Alone, I think
heard about
needed
Home Alone, but it needs a reboot.
It could use one because it's one of those. It doesn't exactly change with time. It could use a modernization more than a reboot. But at the same time, I can understand them doing a reboot because honestly, the later ones after 3 are absolute garbage.
They are. Just because, I mean, it's not Macaulay Culkin. I mean, yeah, he got older, maybe he got busier doing other projects, but like, what was the point of doing other Home Alones past the second?
And speaking of, funny enough, Macaulay Culkin actually joked about that. That was hilarious.
I saw that. Like how Kevin like real life Home Alone, and it's just him with like white head, like he's schlubby, he's like sitting on the couch eating cereal, looking at the computer, whatever. And it's like yeah, it's modern day Home Alone. Like Home Alone, okay with being Home Alone.
God, I haven't heard anything from Macaulay Culkin since he was on that one episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd. But like, yeah. He was
on the Angry Video Game Nerd?
Yeah, he was in his last holiday special. He got Macaulay Culkin to play Home Alone games.
Wow. Wait, they had Home Alone games?
Oh, yes, they did.
Man. Oh, boy.
I mean, the guys who made Skyrim made Home Alone 2. What are you going to do there?
Really?
There was, however, one possible announcement that really pissed me off badly.
Which one?
Yeah.
And that would be their possibility of doing more entries into the Planet of the Apes series. War or Rise? It was Rise, War.
The last one was where the ape and the humans are in war, right?
Kind of. Hold on a second. Rise of Planet of the... What was the name of the other ones? It was Rise. Then there was...
The Rise... The Return?
Rise, War, and Dawn.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I saw that with a horror, and basically we saw that, and it was a fucking masterpiece in my opinion. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It wrapped up. It wrapped up everything, and it brought tears to my eyes. It was very well done in my opinion.
So they're pretty much
I don't
following the
think I
same shit
saw
that they
it.
did with Toy Story 4.
Yeah, basically.
Well-
I enjoyed Toy Story 4 when I saw
my
it.
God.
Like, Toy Story 3 was amazing.
But, like-
And Toy Story
Oh,
4
yeah.
was like,
Yeah, well-
oh, that's nice.
But that's the thing. There's literally nothing else to tell. Like, I have to tell you. I can
thought
tell you.
that with Toy Story
I could
3.
tell you why, but I have to give you a very big spoiler.
Hmm.
For
Yeah.
what film?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Ah, okay.
If you guys want
I
me
mean,
to,
I might have been spoiled on it already, but and like I don't mind spoilers as much as I used to, just because I've learned if I hear a spoiler,
Yeah, but-
then I'm more excited about the thing that like there's the anticipation
It
rather than the
depends
suspense.
for me.
Basically-
it depends on
Yeah.
what it's
basically
about.
to give it vague, like there's literally
Yeah.
nothing you can do. Caesar's story is over.
Ah.
That's literally
Well,
there's.
it could be somebody else besides Caesar.
I mean, who else could they possibly get? The only other thing I could think is maybe Dr. Zaius, but like I don't know if like.
Dr. Zaius.
Oh my god.
god.
Thank you. Anyway,
Oh, boy.
but like yeah, the only thing that's just like bugging me is like see, that's the thing that's just bugging me. Caesar's story is over. They ended it. It's over. Like the only thing you could do now is just watch the
Yeah.
original. I mean, if they want to try and take another shot at the original, go ahead, but like really, it's like
yeah.
really just, I don't know, like
So Disney owns it now.
yeah, Disney owns Fox. Fox was the guys who distributed the Planet of the Apes series.
Oh.
I
And
mean,
they have Home Alone. What else were they gonna do? A remake?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay, I
And
can
Night
see Disney
Museum.
doing that. Not at the museum. I remember like that was an interesting time.
The first
I
one was great.
remember
First
that,
movie. First movie was
years
good.
and years ago. Yeah.
First movie was good. The others just kind of.
the second movie was meh.
Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was just weird. It was
I like
just
that
weird.
they go to bigger and better museums.
And let's
But yeah, Ben Stiller is just like
the third
hit and
one.
miss for me.
The third one, everybody just went to go see that because it was Robin Williams' last movie.
Yeah.
No, I think there was another
I think
movie
there was
after that. That
another
was his
one.
last
No, that was what the advertisement
That
was. His last movie was that came out was Night at the Museum 3. I remember that specifically.
He was also in The Angriest Man in New York or something with that title.
Let me find out.
I could have swore that was his last movie that was advertised. That was one of the things that got out there.
Yeah. I mean, it was like the bigger of the movies that was released soon before. But yeah. Speaking of which, it's been 5 years, I think.
Okay, Cruiser's here. What's up?
Hey, Cruiser, welcome.
Let's see if we can get here without him having audio problems.
Absolutely anything was Robin Williams' last film.
Was it? But was the last?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now we can hear. Yes.
Well,
I cannot hear you guys at all.
What?
Oi. Hmm.
mine is working fine.
Have him go to his audio settings and have him reset.
What?
Well, now he's deafened. In the stream.
Yeah, dude, you're deafened.
I see.
Can you
Can
hear
you
us?
guys hear me?
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
I cannot hear you guys at all.
You're-
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay.
Like jack squat.
You're gonna-
None.
Okay. So
Hear me.
here's what you do.
And you know what? Even though I cannot hear you guys, and I'm having trouble here, I am so good. And now that we're back from BronyCon, I am going to say this line yet again. This never happens on Skype.
Okay, if he's going to just reset your audio settings. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't hear me.
I'm on it.
You're
Yeah, you got
Jablonski, commune with him.
Okay.
Someone try talking.
Hello.
Can you hear?
Nothing.
Sad face.
I gotta go get a piece of paper.
Papa, can you
Oh, I
hear
can see something here.
me?
Oh, good. He's already there. Jablonski, can you get him to like reset his audio settings?
Okay.
You know how to do
I
it.
sent a message to him.
Reset audio settings. Okay.
Does he know how to do that?
I am going to log out, at least close this and get back in once I have it figured out.
Okay.
Maybe go into the
Bright.
easy-
Bright.
the app.
Bright. He can't hear us.
Yes.
He can't hear us.
No, I'm talking to Jablonski
Oh.
now.
Oh,
Maybe
sorry. I
if
thought...
he go, it's okay. Maybe if he was using the app before, maybe you could use the browser version.
Well, if it doesn't work on here, if it doesn't work on the app, then I'll tell him to go to the browser
Yeah.
version.
Browser version sucks. But like the thing is that
Yeah.
It has its moments.
Yeah. It's good as a last
All right,
resort.
guys.
I prefer using the app, but yeah.
let's just make sure he doesn't hog the spotlight. But let's see. Let's go on there. Like so yeah. Like, what's the point of continuing Planet of the Apes? There's like literally no point. If you guys can agree with me in that chat room, please tell me. While we're on the subject here of movies, Juwan, I want to give Juwan a good big props for taking over while I was gone, and I also want to say that he will not be with us for a while. He is currently flying to Japan.
Oh.
So yeah, if you're in Japan, say hello to Sparts.
He's turning Japanese. He really thinks so.
So with that out of the way, we'll just wait for Cruiser because I got stuff to talk about. I went to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And boy, do I got a
Galaxy's
lot
Edge.
of stuff to talk about Galaxy's Edge. I got a lot. I need to talk about that stuff there. Considering me and my dad went to the distance and achieved something off our blacklist, which we thought we'd never be able to achieve.
Blacklist?
Bucket list.
Oh, bucket list. Okay.
Sorry. Well, I might as well just wait for him to get back here. So let's get this over with. So we woke up at 7 a.m. It was a cast member preview. Hey, Princess Lebright. Well, thank you for asking. It was a good time.
Yeah, BronyCon was awesome.
We're going to be talking more about BronyCon later, as well as Jablonski and his Comic-Con. Is that what it was? It was
once Cruiser gets back on.
Yeah. So, one thing that was really good was that hey, Courtney. So we go into. Okay.
I can hear.
Can you hear us?
Hey!
Oh, you're right on time. I was about to tell about my adventure at Galaxy's Edge.
And let me just.
Cruiser.
Yes, and let me first say I am so sorry you had to go through it.
Why?
Sorry for Galaxy's Edge.
Why?
Yeah, because at least the one in Disneyland, I actually haven't heard anything about that. I haven't heard good things about it, but Orlando, bit of a different situation. So let's see how the one in Orlando fares.
It's pretty much huge. But anyway, with critiques aside, by the way, Cruz, you might want to grab your Yeti. Your microphone's a little bit. Anyway, like we can hear you, but you're kind of sounding like this, if you know what I mean.
Well, keep in mind, I'm still getting over a cold.
No, it's not. It's not your voice. It's the quality, the sound quality.
Oh, you got. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got Concrud.
Complague.
Okay, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that because it's like all the way over here.
What? Like
my mic, it's like way off to the side.
Oh.
I wonder about the Discord audio settings. They could like change the output.
It shouldn't. Like.
Oh. No, I mean we did just reset, so maybe.
Anyway, just like, are you using your? Is your microphone on those headphones?
Is this better for you?
It'll have to do. Anyway,
Yeah.
Here's what happened there. We get up at 7 a.m. I'm a cast member, so we went to a cast member preview. We go out there, and I'm freaking out. My dad is freaking out. We're both fucking freaking out on this. So, like, we go in there.
I would have loved to seen your dad have a huge fangasm.
Like, he was. Like, the smile on his face was just perfectly plastered. Like, we went there, and, like, he kept saying, I am 13 again. So we go in there. We see these ships, like, in front of, and we see coming out from behind it is Rey. Just Rey walking around. We say hi to her, and she said, and asks for a phone. She's like, hey, how about you follow me? We'll give you a tour of Batuu. So Rey is walking. So Rey is walking with us, and she's giving us a tour of the entire spaceport. Well, at least a brief one. She didn't like stay with us the entire time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we walk up, and up walking towards us is Chewbacca. They have a little bit of an exchange talking about how to get more parts to get a ship running. So we break ties with Rey, and my dad and I are walking up the stairs. We turn the corner. There's the Millennium Falcon in front of us. The Millennium Falcon is in front of us. Now, like, me and my dad has seen this before, and he's fully composed. Like, we see the Millennium Falcon. It's life size. There are blaster shots on the side. There are like, we even saw Rey come out. The Rey we saw there, she like walked inside the cockpit, and you can see the window of the cockpit. So I'm not gonna be surprised if they have like characters in there. Like, you can see him like working on the Falcon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was unbelievable. Just like,
Okay, now when you say Rey was there, you mean just the character, not the actual actress herself, right?
no, it was Rey, the character.
Okay.
The
Just
character.
Okay, so like,
So like was the window a screen where they were?
No,
showing...
no. It was like it was the Falcon.
Ah.
It was the Millennium Falcon. Like, from the exterior, me and my dad were freaking out seeing the Millennium Falcon there. Like, we go there, and like we go into Smuggler's Run. We're basically going into a garage, and the queue line is cool. It looks like something you'd see in like a spaceport garage, like one of those high-end parking spaces where there's supposed to be more space and more stuff. So we go in there, and we get to we meet our basically our navigator, the guy who gives us our mission. I can't remember what his name was. I think it was like Daku or something like that. But I'm just gonna say up front, the animatronic used for this guy is, I don't even know how to describe it. It's fucking awesome. Like,
So you would say that you and your dad were going around this place like a couple of Japanese Catholic school?
yes. Anyway, like, we thought.
Wait. Japanese Catholic schoolgirls?
Yeah, Jablonski, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Japanese Catholic
Like
school girl?
excited, like
Moving on.
like excited and happy.
Yeah, and move on. Go on, Evan.
We thought this. I thought this was a guy in a costume. It was so believable. He was moving. He was walking. He was doing. He was like telling us what to do. We have to get like these crystal things there, and we have to do it flying the Millennium Falcon. So the Millennium Falcon is being loaded from the outside to the inside. So we move on, and I like what they do. Whenever there's a new group that comes in, he's like, okay, they didn't have any. When we leave, the guy's like, okay, didn't have any faith in those guys, but these guys, yeah, these guys, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he gives us everything we have to do, and you go down this hallway. It's kind of like, you know when you board an airplane, and it's like you go down that hallway that gets you into the plane?
Yeah.
It's like that, except at the end, it's the Millennium Falcon ship. You go in there, and you're in the main cockpit. The chessboard is there. There's a movable switch. There's the console on the side. You can see all the props from the movie, like the ball that Luke trains with. You can see like the tools box. You can see everything. Like,
Holy moly.
and what you do is you talk to the person, and they give you like an assignment. The best way I could describe this portion, it's kind of like Mission Space in a way, except you have to pay attention. But like,
It's like Mission Space, but you have to pay it.
no, that's not, guys. I'm actually kind of. If you're gonna plan to ride this,
Evan, we know you're serious, but it was still a funny way to put.
Yeah, it's like the like when you don't intend for
Anyway,
it to be a joke. But
anyway,
we see a joke anyway.
Anyway, so the gist is they give you a position, and me and my dad got the pilots, and as usual, we're holding these like. The best way I could describe it, they give you like these things. Like, you guys have seen Spirited Away?
I've seen Spirited Away.
You know the bath salt tokens that they gave Chihiro. They look like that, except they have like a position on there. And we got pilot, and so what you're doing is you're waiting for your turn, so you're just walking around the like main walking post of the Falcon, just waiting for your turn. You mingle, you have a good time, and then when you get up there, like, you walk in there, like, I'm not going to tell you what the experience was, but let me just say, like, you are going to be driving the Falcon, and you can fail this mission.
Oh boy.
Ooh, okay, we have a challenge here.
Yeah, that was like one of the main things. Like, the experience itself is like 20 minutes long at most. The only thing I'd say I kind of expected more, but I'm not going to tell you how it works. But I will say you got to work together. That's the big thing there. Like, you need to work together as a group.
And how big would the group be? So
You
like
can fit
there
up
was you, your dad. How many others were?
The cockpit can fit up to like 6 people, I believe. Afterwards, you get there. The guy totals how much damage you did to the Falcon, and then that was the funny part. He's like, "Okay, that's fine." Ooh, that's not fine. But yeah, it was good. You go out there, you exit a hero. But the thing about this ride is, for those of you looking to get it, no fast passes. Only a single. There's a single riders line, but no fast passes. You are waiting in the main line like everyone else. And to on its side there, let's just be fair here. That's pretty much good because after seeing Avatar, Avatar has its own fast pass system. But let's face it, when was the last time anybody went on there and thought it saw a fast pass for Flight of Passage available?
Actually, when our friend Fearox came down last year, he did actually manage to get a fast pass for Flight of Passage.
Oh, how's it feel to be the 1%? Anyway, like what happened was like we go there, we explore Batu, we get some blue milk, and it's really good stuff. It's like coconut fruit mixed with like milk rice. It's good stuff. You can even add alcohol, one with rum, one with tequila.
Wait, so what did you say the place was?
Huh?
What's the name of the place that this takes place in?
Batu Starport.
Gesundheit.
Anyway, like
Batu.
basically, yeah. It's kind of like the best way I could say is like, yeah, there's one ride there. Rise of the Resistance is coming. Cannot wait for that. But yeah, the whole thing there, the experience was great. You feel like you're in a starport. Like there are shops everywhere, almost the same equivalent as the one up Tomorrowland. But the one thing that impressed me the most was the Emporium. As you know, if you go to any of the Disney parks, whether it be a land or something, there's always a shop that sells everything, like opposed to that area, like you would find in that area. You look at something like the like Mickey's Star Traders or like the store by Space Mountain or whatever. This one had the Emporium was basically outside. It was a bazaar, and there's like, it's like, you know, there's a bazaar. There's shops on one side, shops on the other side, and each one has like a different like categorized shop. Like there's one for food, one for clothing, one for everything. It's like and instead of like paying, they refer to your payment as credits. And whenever they give you a receipt, it's not a proof of purchase; it's a proof of trade.
Nice.
That's cool.
And I did get some merch.
Like those.
And I did get some merch there. Like I got myself here the it's called at the Black Spire Outpost. I got one of these things. I collect I like to collect these things right here.
That is cool.
I collect these whenever I go to a new place, and this basically brought me to a new world. So one side's the Falcon, the other side's the Batu.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, this was a good thing.
Those keychains.
But I got more. I actually got something very exclusive. Was a pin. This pin that was a limited edition pin for the thing there.
Okay, no, I thought I think you were there with me. There was one pin that I got for Spencer, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, these things were expensive, so. But Disney, what are you gonna do? But there was also one other thing that got me here, and that was the drinks. The drinks there. I saved the bottle, but like Disney is known for using Coca-Cola objects, so in honor of Batu, they have the drinks. They look like this. I'm just gonna put this.
Looks like a grenade.
No, it's thermal detonators. But that's not all. Look at the lettering.
It looks like a Christmas tree ornament.
Look at the lettering.
That is cool. It's Coca-Cola.
And it's like this for all the drinks. They really got in. This thing costs $12.
Turn that into an ornament.
No, it's a thermal detonator. But yeah, this was cool, man. I thought.
I mean, like for
like a Christmas
I
tree.
like brights. Yeah, I like bright side.
Oh my god. Anyway,
you can make a good Christmas
but
tree
yeah,
ornament.
this was an interesting find there. This cost like $12 to get, but you know I could see why. Like
it's certainly unique.
having it shaped like having it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, you had something to say. You called first.
I still say it kind of looks like a grenade, but I understand why.
It is a grenade.
That's what I said. You said no, it's a thermal detonator.
It's basic. That was just me correcting you.
Neither here nor there. Point is, I see why it costs $12. It's custom made, essentially.
Basically, yeah. Like, I was just giving you terminology corrections. A thermal detonator in the Star Wars universe is basically a grenade, and hey, it makes sense for Coke. I mean, it's shaped like something that will kill you, and it is something that will kill you. So basically, yeah, thermal detonator, soda, it kills you.
What? How dare you say that?
Like there was, is that the thermal detonator?
Like I went to the Coca-Cola factory, so.
Yeah.
And this kills me. I just, I want to actually, I had a bottle of Dr. Pepper go, that's ridiculous, and start chugging it in my car.
Oh, by the way, I actually, near me, in Waco is the Dr. Pepper Museum. I went to it.
Oh. But how is that compared to the Coca-Cola factory?
Oh my god, Coca-Cola factory is so fucking cool.
So yeah, Galaxy's Edge, like.
My Dr. Pepper Museum is pretty
So
cool.
anyway, Galaxy's Edge, like with what Justin said with the low crowds and the thing there, like. I can't say what the deal with that is. Frankly, I don't know why that's happening. I like my friend Jim, asked my friend Jim, who was the guy who knew a guy who was working in Galaxy's Edge, and he said each crowd he's come across every day was monstrous. I don't know what he's talking about, but like that's probably just something, whatever. And considering,
also remember too, they're one ride down.
What?
Remember, Rise of Resistance hasn't opened yet.
Yeah, that's the fair thing. I'm not I'm just gonna say it forward. I'm not gonna fault Galaxy's Edge for that. I am not gonna fault it for having only one ride on opening day. They're in a hurry. They need to get everything out. So yeah. So I'm not gonna fault it on that one. There will be 2 rides there, and I can imagine they're probably gonna expand it more and with stuff there. But we'll see how it goes there. It's gonna be good. The Disney parks here are more exclusive. There's more parks for people to choose from, and let's just face it, the population is bigger than the one at Disneyland, so and it's actually cheaper here than Disneyland, so I'm just gonna put that down there as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they had to raise some prices to get in, so yeah. But like,
I did not know the population in Orlando is bigger than the one in where is Disneyland?
California.
Anaheim.
No, I know it's in California, but where in California?
Anaheim.
Like Anaheim, okay.
Yeah, I went there. It was a good park. Then again, I can just get in for free there. But one thing I just want to point out there outside that, it's just like it's gonna be a good time. If you're gonna go on there, you're just gonna need to get there early because you're basically going to spend the entire day there most likely, unless they do the reservation system, in which case I will say the cast costumes there were really. The cast costumes there were really good too. Like my stepmom pointed out, like you see that guy over there? He's a janitor. We didn't even notice that he was a janitor working here and sweeping. He looked like a rebel. Heck, there were like First Order stormtroopers like walking around. They were
from videos I've seen in the other one, they were doing that too. That was fun.
Like they went up to a little kid. He's like, this kid looks like a kid ready for adventure. So they give him a little like testimony, and the kid's like, and the kid they walk away and saying like, and they like wish him goodbye. And as soon as they move, the little kid's like giving him the whole like waving thing. It's so adorable.
Aww. It's funny when little kids do.
Yeah, it's funny because like it's funny too because the First Order stormtroopers are actually more ruthless than the original trilogy. So like yeah.
Well, I was watching videos for the lightsaber experience.
Oh yeah.
They actually had First Order stormtroopers walk around, and they were playing it as like, come back later. There's First Order troopers here. Like there's troopers here. They played along with it, with them making their rounds, and while they were making their rounds, they were doing search.
Oh really?
For anyone that would be part of the rebellion, trying to do the experience.
Wow.
Nice. Cruiser, you got something to say?
I'm like, okay, that is awesome. I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, but that is awesome.
It's immersive.
Yeah, the world is great. Anyway, Cruiser, you had something to say?
Are you going to pay the $200 for the lightsaber experience?
Personally, I would like to see it. I don't know if I'd pay $200 for it. I'm not going to say don't do it because it's worth it. I just don't have any use for a lightsaber right now. I've already got my own right now.
I've actually seen videos of what they look like in reviews. They are pretty damn good quality from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I've heard they're really good.
All the parts in it are metal.
Yeah,
they're metal. They're like really nice, and on top of that, you can actually get your own kyber crystal.
Yeah, which I thought was cool. Like these are basically like you are building your lightsaber like a real Jedi Knight, not like one of those things where you're going with the plastic booths there.
Yeah,
it's really good stuff. Anyway, with that out of the way, I got my experience down there. We got everything going crazy. We talked Pokemon. We talked Fox. It's time to get through BronyCon, and because And I'm just gonna say up front here, me, Cruiser, and Bright were at the same con. I'm gonna let Jablonski talk about his experience first because he was just at that con, so he's probably gonna be the shortest anyway, and I want him to have a fair chance.
Yeah.
And with that being
Good
said,
idea.
let me quickly go grab some of the stuff that I did get from the convention.
All right, you got my stuff next to me.
There you go.
Okay.
So this past weekend, I went to I went to Comic-Con out here in Texas.
Ah.
It was their third year, and this year was not that bad. I only went for I got a weekend pass, but I went for a day
Ah.
because I'm becoming an old man. I can't do conventions like I used to.
Oh, dang.
I know I turned 28 next week.
I turn 28 next month, so that's interesting.
Apparently, one of our fans, Princess Lovebright, is going into 10th grade this year in a bigger building. It's kind of nerve-wracking. You're gonna do great, Ape Lovebright. You're gonna do great.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I went with a buddy of mine, and I met with a few other friends, and some of the stuff that I got. One of the things they had over there is a little drink. They had like a little drink vendor where you can get like cream sodas, tea, lemonade.
So it was like one of those new soda dispenser things.
It's one. It looked like an old timey like a
wagon.
Over here they play up on the wagon western stuff.
Yeah, that's like a new thing going on with.
Are they in different barrels?
Yeah, when you dispense the drinks, it comes out in barrels.
Yeah, they do. That's like a new thing going on, like new fab with conventions nowadays. Like BronyCon had one as well.
And
they had that. Actually, it's the same thing. Wild Bill, ours was called Wild Bill.
Yeah, this one was Pecos Pete, and
Pecos Pete.
It's funny because ours is Wild Bill, yours is Pecos Pete. It's like Pecos. You combine the two.
So yeah, I got this up for like $20 because I always wanted to try to get one.
Yeah.
And this one's unique. And while I was there, and this was the highlight for me, because as everyone knows, I am a huge Power Rangers fan. And this year, last year they had the original Red Ranger. This year they had the original Black Ranger.
Ooh.
Yeah, Walter Jones. I met him. He's a cool dude.
Nice.
And my experience with him was a lot better than than last year because he was a lot more fun. He was a lot more interactive with people. And when I got my photo taken with him, he brought out one of the original morphers. Oh. And he was holding one. I was holding one. And it was like on the count of 3, we say it's morphin' time. And we do it, and the picture got taken.
Nice.
And I was so happy.
It's really good, man.
It's fun when celebrities do that. They take the time with their fans to make something cool.
Yeah, man, it's really nice stuff.
And one of the other ones I picked up was this one.
Oh, is that the face changer?
Yeah, it's these are the re-releases of the original what they call Automorph toys from what we grew up with.
I remember I actually had one, but I found it on a playground one time, and I'm like, yeah, this is mine now.
Yeah, but there was that. I also finally managed to pick up.
Ooh.
Not impressed. Whoa. Not impressed. Gary has 10.
The original Kanto badges. Now, the reason why I was off camera was because I fell asleep and woke up maybe an hour or two ago. And I forgot to organize these in the correct
the
lines.
The gym badges, right?
Yeah, I see those at conventions all the time.
That's awesome.
I remember when I was a kid, when Toys R Us was still around, they actually did Pokemon trading card tournaments, and if you won 25 battles, you would actually get a gym membership badge. They were basically like little pins.
Yeah,
that's basically it was rectangular shaped, maybe about an inch big, It had the Pokemon logo on top, and then the gym symbol on the bottom. And I am really regret selling those things when I was a kid because they could probably be worth mad money now.
I'll say this much. GameStop and a few other places are doing the Pokemon card game, and along with the little card shops, they do that. Before I get to the comics, I got stickers, and one of them I sent to Evan.
Yeah, he sent one of Eddie to Evan.
Yep. So this was one of them.
Oh, it's that thing.
A score bunny. This one's going on. This one's going on in the when I get the Switch Lite. This is going on it.
Yeah.
We got a question. Princess Lovebright says, I have a question for everybody. What's it like in 10th grade? It was actually a pretty good experience for me. Like, I can't really remember much. High school was a good time. But, you know, just if you're in high school, just have fun, make the most of it there, Princess Lovebright. Just, like, you know, hang out with friends, have it a good time. It's going to be a good year. Best years of your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was homeschooled,
I don't want to
to
bring
10th
down
grade.
the optimism. I'm not going to say I don't want to bring down the optimism.
That kind of
I'm with
did.
the other. Yeah, I'm with the other Justin here. Mine was not pleasant, so you don't want to hear from us. Okay.
I'll just say this much,
Guys, take it easy.
Yeah.
She's very nervous.
Since I'm a D&D player, I saw this and I just had to have it.
Ooh.
What is it?
Well,
Shit.
Critical failure.
And
Yeah, when
funny
you
enough,
roll a one.
on there are actual dice that instead of a 1, it just says fuck. I've been wanting to get those, but they're so.
Sorry.
Also got this one's going on with PS4.
Do you know the way?
Yes, I know the way. I know the way.
Was that from
And,
January? Was it from this
I-
year or was that from
You'll see.
2018? I forget now.
So,
And I saved the best for last. Evan saw this last night. It's Rickapy.
Oh, yeah.
Rickapy.
Rickapy. It's Togepi.
not to be confused with Togerik, because Togerick's supposed to be Togechick.
Oh,
But
I'm Togerik.
dang, that's funny.
this pin I got because one of the sponsors is a local movie theater around,
Yeah.
and I didn't win a good prize this year, so I picked up a Mary Poppins.
Ooh, Mary
It's
Poppins.
nice. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
It's like I was like, I like this.
It was a good movie.
It was.
Hmm.
Now on to the comics. I got 3 comics this year. This one I won in a contest. What? Wait.
Oh.
Just increase
what is that?
your
It's
screen
a-
there.
Ooh, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
It's an autographed Bumblebee issue number 1, Comic-Con exclusive.
Nice.
Cool.
That's right. See, in about 5 years, that thing will be worth $15 on eBay.
I doubt it. Really.
That's
Okay, now these ones, I shared these when I got them for you guys. So like when I got these, but these are satire, by the way. These are not
Okay.
meant to be taken seriously,
Okay.
but they are extremely hilarious.
Yeah, I
I've
saw
read them.
these. These are fucking hilarious.
Let me see. What do you got there?
It's My Hero
Yeah,
Academia,
My Hero Macadamia and
Magademia, and Walmite.
Oh, good.
Oh my god, a
And,
political joke
the-
made Chris
these-
laugh. Oh!
And these the funny thing with this one, the words are holographic. They're gold,
Yeah, I noticed that. That was really cool.
and they're both signed.
Oh my god.
They're both signed. I saw these. I'm like, should I get them? Shouldn't I get them? And I thought, you know what? I might piss off a few people just for shits and giggles
Oh my
that
God.
don't know about these.
Don't start freaking ragging on Jablonski. He keeps his, like me, he keeps his political life private. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not making
Yeah,
a
same.
statement here or anything like that. So, he just thought those were funny.
I just like puns.
Yeah, well,
yes, Bright. We all know how much you love puns.
All right, so
But yeah, there was also a few cosplays that I saw.
Yeah.
There was One of them was a baby legs Deadpool.
Oh, baby legs
I saw
Deadpool.
that picture.
And what they did was
God, no.
what they did was that they like top half of their body was the couch,
Yeah.
and top half of Deadpool, and his legs were like
Yeah.
baby dolls. So what he would do is that he would sit down and go, and so his regular legs were covered up by the couch.
Yes. That is super clever. So like if you want to take pictures, then
Yeah.
there he is.
There was that one. There was a band walking around.
Marching band.
Yeah, like
No, a rubber band, Evan. Come on.
Dude, there's like several different types
They
of
had a
bands,
whole
man. There's
bunch
like
of-
one-man bands, there's marching bands, there's like...
No, there was like a regular band. They had guitars and everything. They were playing around, just walking around the convention.
They did that for
I did
MegaCon. Like at MegaCon,
I
they
didn't
opened up
get-
every morning with a marching band.
I didn't get video of this, but two guys dressed up as Mario and Luigi. One of them was rolling around a speaker that played the song that they when you get the when you get the Power Star. When you were running around
Oh.
doing like
Maybe it was
Yeah.
when you jump. Well, but the funniest bit is that when one of them jumped, they played the jumping effect.
Oh, nice.
When one of them like fell down,
Yeah.
they played the end like music,
Oh.
and when they stopped, the music just stopped.
Hold
And they
on.
go, and when they started running again, they go, "Let's go!"
Hold on, let me take a look there.
That's cute.
And as Evan looked through the pictures earlier, it was there was also one of Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us.
Hold on.
Yeah.
On what did this Mario cosplayer have have the yellow cape?
I think so. I can't remember.
That was Eric.
Really? You recognize
That
him?
was Rainbow Dash Eric Bennett, man.
No, it wasn't. No, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't. Different person.
I'm showing pictures of him there, man.
He wasn't at my Comic-Con. I would have seen his ass.
He was
Mm.
That might have been him. He has described doing a cosplay like that though. That was the thing. Well, he did say he actually was at a chariot event as Mario at Ronald McDonald House that time, but like anyway.
But,
Was he at the same event though?
No, he
In
wasn't.
Texas.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Mike's
But,
yeah, be really excited. Love you too. So-
But there was a Jeffrey the giraffe walking around, but he wasn't quite what he used to be. You know how Toys R Us
he's
ran
been
out.
hard
He
on
kind
his
of went out. He ran out of a job, so he walked around the con in his tighty whities, had a cigarette in his mouth, and walked with a cart that said "Toys for sale."
Oh my god.
Yeah, it
Very
sounds
Poor
like
man.
it's hard.
The times were not kind to him.
Oh my god.
Like stick his neck out there and just
Anything else? There was a Bebop and Rocksteady that dressed up as Jay and Silent Bob,
Ooh.
That's pretty clever actually.
and there was a few. There was another one. There's a few of Bebop and Rocksteady cosplayers walking around.
I
One of them
enjoy
was kinda like
cosplayers
throwing
who get
insults.
really creative.
There was like one of them that was throwing insults and all that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially to they're like, have you seen any turtles?
Yeah.
Like, we want some turtle soup.
Oh my god,
they
Jason Ruth
played-
would probably love that. You guys send pictures of that to him.
I have one on my phone.
You gotta send that to Jason Ruth. He would fucking love that.
I'll do that in a bit.
Yeah, sure.
But
All we saw were cosplayers of ponies.
Yeah.
I don't
and
think we need to
furries.
separate everything.
I think I saw maybe one or two.
Like
They had more merch. They had more MLP merch this year, though.
Yeah.
They did, huh?
I didn't get any because I just wasn't feeling it.
I think we're gonna the three of us are kind of gonna ballpark it by saying that by like saving
Yeah.
some time, saying that the cosplayers we saw at BronyCon were ponies. I think
So,
I think you two aren't gonna have a big deal if I say we're just gonna ballpark the cosplayers we saw were just all
Yeah.
ponies.
Pretty
And-
much. I
and
mean, I saw
furries
a
and stuff.
deer. I
And-
saw dragons. I saw a sphinx, at least one.
I saw a serial killer,
Yeah.
Jojo.
There was a bunch
So,
of different costumes.
before I pass off the baton
Past the floor, yeah.
to Larry, Curly, and Mo, I did act. My mom got a picture with Kevin Sorbo, and I actually got to be in that picture.
Really?
Yes,
And
no
so
autograph.
You and your mom got to. Oh.
It was my mom, it was my stepfather, and it was myself. We went to we got a picture with Kevin Sorbo, and if this is kind of more towards if any of one that works at the con watches this, please, for the love of God, get a different photo company.
Oh
Because,
yeah, that photo looked absolutely dreadful.
My mom, she was not happy because she looked. They didn't take any, like, they didn't go like, oh, here's like 3-4 takes of the
Three
picture.
shots.
3
Yeah,
shots. No, it was
if
just
you
one.
do photo-
It was just one next, and my mom was looking down. My mom was looking down.
Yeah.
And
If you're a photographer, you gotta make sure that your subjects look good. Was there a long line behind you to get through?
not really, but at the same
So it's
time,
like, yeah.
but at the same time, we kind of expected. I never did any of those. I do the selfies with your actual
Yeah.
phone because
Yeah.
those people, because unlike with the professional photographers, I got 2 takes on my phone. Both of them were fucking awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, I did get my picture with Kevin Sorbo, and next day I gave my weekend pass to my roommate, and he did it too. And I was like, you know what? I'm keeping my happy ass home. I'm keeping it out. So gave it to him because I know he wanted to go. So it was nice.
Glad you had a fun time.
I did.
We'll see.
Yes, indeed.
So, I guess this brings on to us about talking our experience at BronyCon, and man, what a
Yes, it
weekend!
does.
What a weekend that was! As a long, a great adventure, a lot of fun. It went out this year with a bang for its last year, and I can say this was definitely a good con in my opinion.
Yeah, and you and Evan, you and Cruiser got to do the road trip thing together.
Yeah, it was me and Cruiser in a car.
Yeah.
I would have killed to be in that car with you guys.
Honestly, like, it wasn't that exciting. We spent like 13 hours listening to Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
On the way back, the way there, we were just talking. We had this girl named Christina. She was a good person. She kept us awake.
Nice. It's very important on road trips to have that person have the brain being active because the driver needs to be kept awake.
And like it was good. I like doing long car trips like that. Except like when they're like too long, you get that moment where you're like, ugh, and then you're like, ah.
You get to be a zombie.
Yeah.
I know those phases. It's like long trips are good if you do them with the right people and with the right supplies. Because if you're short on food, if you're short on gas, like the car doesn't work, you're gonna have a bad time.
Did you saw the Rift Cafe members in a box? What?
No.
Sorry, I don't know. That was a question being asked by Princess Lovebright. I don't know what you mean by that. We did see Rift members.
Lightning Bliss's video.
Yeah, Lightning Bliss did an announcement video where she and all the members there in a box being shipped by Q-Frame. It's an interesting one. Yeah, it had a lot of people in it.
I didn't see anybody in the box.
No, he's also asking what's with the glove.
I don't know if she's going anywhere tomorrow.
I'm sorry?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Okay, the gloves I'll explain later. Basically, yeah, we went there. People from all over the world. There were people there were like they were all over the place. There were people from France,
Yeah.
people from
England, Scotland.
Chechnya,
Yeah.
all kinds of people. There was a guy there that was from
Chechnya.
Norway, I believe. This Dutch.
One of my friends came from Alaska.
I actually am met up with this Dutch guy who made the BronyCon memorial.
Oh, really?
Cruiser was with me when I saw him,
Yes, this is accurate.
and he was a nice guy. He
Yeah.
was a very nice dude. I shook his hand and thanked him for that. He like grabbed the sign. If you want to see photos of the BronyCon memorial, you'll probably see it online. It was just basically someone put down a sign, said "Rest in peace, BronyCon." People were throwing coins and stuff there. My favorite one was the Pop-Tart box that was surrounded with Galaxy tablet boxes.
Really? They had that?
That was the best.
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. It's supposed to be stupid.
I don't get it either.
That's the point.
Like,
It's supposed to be stupid.
Like the things that people do sometimes.
Like people were throwing in cosplay items. Like eventually the con just said, "Yeah, we'll just let you do it. Just don't put food down there," which is good because the second day there was someone who put a fucking potato in there. It was crazy and it was attracting ants.
Yeah.
Also, it was attracting our show.
Oh yeah, like
Yes. No, he's talking about ants, which we're on now.
yeah, which we did. We did pass out a lot of flyers for it. I mean, I did.
Good.
And yes, we did get our share of autographs there. Cruiser had his first experience.
At least for the when it comes to doing brony stuff. I did sign one when I was with my friend's band, but I don't really count that.
Yeah.
Cruiser, I understand you got a con plague. You want me to just? Are you trying to take it easy with your voice, or you think you can? You're good.
For those of you who don't know, the second I got back from BronyCon, I caught a cold. Lucky me.
It sucks.
No, this is beyond con crud, dude. This is con fuck, okay?
I know, that's why I called it con plague.
Yeah.
No, there are still some things I'd like to discuss and show. So, but because I don't know why, but my camera keeps freezing on me every time it's on Discord. So, I'll activate the camera when it comes time to show and tell. Okay.
Right. If your camera freezes, I'll let you know because my Discord camera freezes on my end, and I kind of but they can still see me move, so maybe that. So yeah, I guess I could show off some of my gear in a moment there.
Yeah.
Hey, when do I get to talk here? You just said.
Well, I was asking you if you were okay to do so, if you wanted to take it easier, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I thought you were asking me. Do you want to explain what happened to you? But it was kind of disappointing to see a lot of that all this go, and every time I kept saying that, everyone goes, "Oh, there's going to be other conventions here." I'm like, I'm talking about BronyCon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I knew you were talking about BronyCon.
Yeah, but everyone else I was in the elevator with or just walking down the halls with, they said, "Oh, there's going to be other conventions here." I'm like, I'm not talking about that.
Dude, we're trying to ease your pain by saying this, even though BronyCon's over, there's going to be
I'm trying to laugh about it. You can't really tell because of the frog that's in my voice, or maybe it's Mrs. Bighead that's in my voice.
Maybe you should... Dude, are you sure you can talk here? Because I want you to lose your voice.
Evan,
dude,
stop. I'll be fine.
Dude, I'm just asking for yourself, man. You don't have to
I know, but it's like after the third time, it's like, okay, please.
I just didn't hear you. That was the thing, man. Easy.
I'll be fine. I'm at a 75. Gotcha. If it makes you feel any
Princess
better.
Lovebright, I will answer that question in a moment. Please, just remain patient.
Anyway. Oh, Ed.
We can talk about that one later.
Yeah, well,
okay, but anyway, so everyone keeps saying, there's going to be other cons here. I'm like, I'm not talking about that. Like, how are you not getting this? Like, I have no other reason to go to Baltimore other than this.
Yeah.
I ain't coming back here for anything else.
You and Joey have the same sentiment.
Yeah, no, I have the same sentiment as both of them. Baltimore, the harbor's cool when you're with their family, but it's not a good city. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't.
And if you like it,
also homeless
Cruiser.
people.
Well, then again, what city doesn't have homeless people? So.
Cruiser.
Yeah.
Jablonski's talking.
You and I need to have a bit of a discussion I saw the pictures. How
Of what?
could you? How
Oh.
could you? I thought we had something.
What is he talking
Yeah,
about?
what the hell are you
Okay,
talking about?
he took pictures of him and the Wilsonator just chilling out on a bed, and then took another picture with you, with Evan and him on a bed. I'm like, how could you?
Hey, it got really awkward when Bright didn't show up.
I don't know where I was. When was that?
Anyway,
You're seeing other people.
yes, I am. Well, I told you, you gotta put it out every night, and you don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're trying to make the
Stick to the
sandwiches.
subject, guys. We want everybody to talk.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anyway, one thing that the hotel does, and you probably have seen this around a little bit, is that
I'll show it off.
Yeah, you show off yours. They actually have these custom-made hotel keys.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and
Cool.
it turns out that now these things are selling on eBay. Like, I had two, and I just sold one. It was like, and I got like $30 for it.
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is
That's
that,
fun.
and the thing is that there's like 4 other ones.
Yeah, the Dutch dude was saying that. There's like one for the Hilton, one for the other ones.
Whoa, how'd you get all those?
BronyCon was selling them on their own personal eBay page
Nice.
when they made the
Wow.
announcement.
Are those from this year or the other years?
Ah. Why did he go out?
The camera was too much for him to handle.
Too much pony.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
Okay, but yeah, those were from the previous years.
Wow.
But it turns out it's something that a lot of PonyCons are doing.
Aria Diamond, how
Like,
you doing? Sorry.
Hey, Aria.
Hey.
Like this was from BabsCon this year in California,
Cool.
and this was from this year's Everfree Northwest. What's upside down there?
Ooh.
Even comes with a
That
custom
is
envelope.
clever for the. That is clever for the hotels to do. That are
Oh, yeah.
close to the-
Yeah. In fact, what you were saying before, Bright, about other hotels getting in on it, this is true because the Holiday Inn that we stayed in last year actually had these specially made buttons that they were handing out to people who were there just for the convention. I
Yeah.
do have one. It's hanging on my car roof right now.
Nice.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I remember
so-
last year, my boyfriend and I stayed in the hotel, the Grand Barons or something. Yeah, it was a hotel like 10 minutes away, and they gave us buttons. This year we did an Airbnb.
I don't know how I feel about Airbnbs. Just staying at some stranger's house. I
well,
don't
Yeah.
know.
well, her house was filled with
I
cats,
mean,
so
we had 2 cats. The host had 2 cats, and they were precious. And what's funny is I took pictures of them and I posted them on Twitter. And then the Airbnb Twitter account actually commented on my post and saying, "Oh, those cats made adorable hosts." And so then I sent the post to our host, and the next day he was like, "You're famous."
oh my god.
It was
Aria,
so sweet.
Aria, thank you for
Friendly
joining us
guy.
in the chat. I'm giving you a big shout out. You were one of the nicest people I've ever met in the community that was at BronyCon. Seriously, one of the
yeah.
nicest people I've ever met there. Honestly, it was a good. We
Yeah.
had a good time.
And thank you again for giving this necklace. She's the one who gave this light bulb charm, and it has a
Aw.
letter B. Not sure if you can see it, but I've been wearing it for a few days since he gave it to me. So thank you.
Seriously,
Yeah, for Light Bright.
seriously, the only other person that was actually kind of good to me was Will because he didn't forget my name. Everybody, as well as Finn, who remember what I did. Everybody else was like, "Who the hell are you?"
Finn is
Anyway, like.
awesome. Finn knows everybody, and like when he sees you, he's like, "Hey, good to see you." He's just like he's the biggest.
Yeah, I got to meet
criminal,
him and
like,
Taka.
He's the closest thing to Pinkie Pie you'll ever meet.
He was.
Yeah.
But anyway, I also volunteered to film a couple of things for people.
All
One was Josh's Brony D&D panel, and Josh, the poor guy, he's been ever since BronyCon, or at least when he first started going to BronyCon, he kept submitting to do panels every year, and he always got declined, despite the fact that he's one of the 3 top people in our community. The other 2 being Dr. Wolf and Silver Quill.
Silverquill, yeah.
Yeah, and it took him all the way to the last year to finally get approved for 2 panels. And
I went to his Magic the Gathering panel. That was interesting.
yeah, and he was doing his Broing D&D panel, and one of the downfalls about filming a panel is that most people only have 1 camera, so they have to leave a static image hanging there for a few hours, because these campaigns can last like 3 or 4 hours long. And I said,
Yeah.
well,
Amateurs.
so I said, well, I have my video camera, you have yours. What if we film them together, and you can use it as a chance to kind of cut back and forth to 2 different angles? And he gave it and that's what we tried doing. The only downside was that he could only have the panel room for 90 minutes. So as soon as that was over, we had to move everything out into the hall, including the cameras. So that got interesting pretty fast. And plus, when we moved, there was no microphones at all. So he said he's going to have to type in subtitles. But one of the more interesting things that happened, though, was M.A. Larson sat in for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah,
M.A. Larson sat in on your D&D campaign.
Yeah, like we're all sitting out there in the hall. I'm checking the camera, and everyone is focused in on this circle of people who are playing the campaign. And I look up, I take a look around, and I realize that M.A. Larson just pulled up a chair and sat down. And I am the only one who sees this.
Yeah, damn it, Larson.
And I go, Evan. I mean, it's like,
Larson!
so I go, Josh. It's like, what? I'm like, M.A. Larson's here. He goes, where? I go, right there. And Josh gets so shocked that he pressed himself up against the back wall. Like, you can hear. He goes, hi.
That's the one person. That was like the one person I still want to meet from that show.
He is like
who, Cruiser or Josh Scorcher?
Larson, he definitely loves trolling people.
Yeah, man.
In fact,
I'll be happy as hell if he comes to HarmonyCon.
In fact, there was actually this panel that was dedicated to roasting him. So it was literally there was a bar, you could get drinks and everything, and they were talking about let's see, it was him, some of the community guests, and I remember that Jason Thiessen, who we had at year 4 at the gala, was there as well.
Oh yeah.
I remember when Jason Thiessen came.
He was a good dude.
Yeah.
He was a nice dude.
Yeah, and
Nicole Oliver came to that one too, I believe.
Yeah, and one of the they were talking about Magical Mystery Cure, where the infamous episode where Twilight gets wings, and Larson brings that up, and Jason Thiessen just grabs the mic and goes, "Hey, he had to write it. I had to direct the fucking thing." He actually dropped an F-bomb. That was hysterical.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that does seem to kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then Larson goes, "Well, what can you say about a fandom that's like Steven Universe light?"
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know how Larson went around hold on, last one, Evan. You know how Larson would always go around signing people at random for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Oh
Well,
boy.
someone gave him a present at the end of the panel, and it was this 15-inch long Sharpie.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
saw those, the
Oh,
inflatable
Jesus.
Sharpies.
No, this was a real Sharpie.
Oh my god.
It's a functioning Sharpie.
Well, sort of. It's basically a holder, but you insert your own little small Sharpie into the tip to use as the ink.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he went around signing the backs of people's shirts and drawing wings on them.
He also had shit. He also had the stamp as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, he got
I got
drunk
to
at the end
meet-
of the con and signed a piece of construction equipment.
Yep.
Wow.
Who else but Larson?
I got to meet Larson. I didn't get to get his autograph or photograph or anything, but I did give him a mini pillow with his cutie mark on it. Funny enough, his cutie mark looks like the Alfred Hitchcock doodle. You know, the
Nice.
profile is like just
Really?
a few minimalistic.
Kick ass.
Yeah, I
that
got to
was-
give it to him.
No, like that's what he chose as his cutie mark. The guy's a
Yeah.
freaking troll. Why would he
I
choose
know.
that?
Well, so was
I don't
Alfred
know,
Hitchcock,
Alfred
so there you go.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, makes sense.
You should watch my
Makes
It was
Psycho.
really simple for me to make, but like it was just cool giving it to the M.A. Larson. Like I don't want for anything, but here you go, and he really
Well,
appreciated it.
With me, if I ever get the chance to meet Larson, I want him to sign his the third book in his series because that's the only one I'm missing.
Yeah. Anyway,
And all of mine are hardcover, so it would have to be a hardcover book.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, like one of the
But yeah,
people.
you look like you got a whole bunch of stuff, Evan.
Anyway,
Okay, yeah.
Wait, the one guy that I hung out with the most was actually Joey O. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bumped to him at the sign-in thing there, and he like tackles me. I'm like, holy fuck, how you doing? He's like, yeah, and then he introduces his friend Nora Mermaid, I think it was, and she was freaking out to see me. I'm like, I haven't met you. How you doing? I was like, it's so good to meet someone from Mystery Bride Theater. I'm like, thank you, you're crushing my spine. But like, yeah, all
I
throughout.
saw her, yeah.
He kept popping out throughout the weekend. Cruiser and I went to Chipotle with him, and when we were talking to him, I was sitting down because I was trying to go back to the room and get some Tylenol because I had a headache, and like he comes by, he's like, yeah, sit down with me. I'm like, sure, I could use a rest, why not? So,
Aww.
and amazingly that worked. Anyway, he was talking to me
Being
about
with
stuff.
him took away your headache?
Yeah, he died in Rose, man. Anyway,
Yay.
so like, yeah, we were
I
talking.
think he's called Brony Jesus.
Yeah, he was actually contemplating whether or not to show up as Brony Jesus, and why not? He got rid of my headache. How good. He actually had a shirt on that actually acknowledged it, but in a funny way. But like, anyway, what happened was we were talking about stuff, what we're doing and everything movie wise, and what he's up to. Excuse me. I swear, like every single 5 minutes, he was like stopped by someone, and I think I might as well just bring out the checklist here. All of them went in the same order. Are you Joey O? Check. He says yes. Yes, he's like, oh my god, I love Pony Meets World. I'm so happy to see you're alive. That's 2 checks. And like everybody he's like, hey, a photo. He's like, yeah, man, I'll get a photo. Joey's a nice dude to his fans. He's really cool. But like, yeah, he was like telling me like he had to tell that story. He made like several people cry because they were relieved to see him alive.
Aww.
Refer back if you don't know what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna tell you the story, but like if you go back to and watch our stream entitled Benedict, you'll be able to see the whole thing. But yeah, like we were talking, we went to Chipotle, had a good time, we were having fun. We went into a drama panel where nothing interesting was discussed except for something about that stupid Las Pegasus incident, as well as something called Everfree Network and something about potato salad. I don't know.
Jeez.
It was so stupid, but yeah.
Yeah, I got to see Joey O. Like he found me and he was like, "Hey Brian, it's you." I was like, "Oh yeah, Joey O." And then we hugged and it's like just caught up. That was cool.
PM Evan. That's what Arya Diamond said. Anyway. Like yeah, he was all over the place getting selfies. I'm in one of his streams, one of his BronyCon streams. I like ran into him at one point, and we just walked around. I showed him around.
Yeah, in fact, when we went to Chipotle, Evan had been telling me this for a while, but I had not seen any, for lack of a better word, evidence of this. But I finally got to see Joey's police badge.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, because here's the thing, my parents were, my dad was a cop, my mom was a probation officer, and even members of my extended family are still police officers. So I heard this, I'm thinking, I have not seen anything police related come out of that guy at all.
The guy owns owns a police car, man.
I've never seen it.
You never saw the picture?
No.
He had like
I never saw anything.
He had like 2 cars at one point. One of them was a police car. He actually went to Disney. We went to Disney one time, and he thought it was funny that all the security guards had like Mickey Mouse patches on them. And it was so funny.
And so I finally got to. He's like, okay, now I know. And so legit police officer, and turns out also my sister is a big fan of Stranger Things. And I know he actually got to be an extra in that show. So I took a picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he got to be an extra in Stranger Things. I know he also got to be a zombie, at least in a photo promo for The Walking Dead. I don't know if he got to be in an actual episode.
Ah.
But I took a picture, sent to my sister, go, hey, Megan, this is my friend Joey Orpeza. He was actually in Stranger Things. And, like, a giddy schoolgirl went, no way! Oh, but he had to wear 80s clothes! And goes, and he's like, she's asking me all these questions. I go, Joey, what do I say to this? And I told her, yes, he wore 80s clothes. All the kids were cool, except for that one that was in the movie It, because he went all Hollywood after that movie. But however, the kid, Gatton, was the best. And my sister's like, I can only imagine my sister was drooling over this info.
So yeah, like we went over
It
there.
was good in It.
Hold on, we got a caller in here. Aria Diamond's in the call.
Yes.
Right there. Aria Diamond, you are on Ants.
I have invaded.
Yes.
Welcome.
I like how I'm in the center screen of my computer.
Oh my god. Welcome to the
Now we got like 4 out of we got 3 out of 5 who were at BronyCon.
Woo.
Well, what was your best BronyCon experience there, Aria?
Just being there. I mean, I've never been to Maryland, or I've never been to Maryland nor BronyCon, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you got there like Friday night, right?
Yeah, I got there Friday at 5:30. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, I think I only caught you for like a glimpse out just, walking about when I bumped into Watchful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then like I bumped into Bronny.
Yeah,
He's like, what? He didn't like recognize me at first. He's like, who the hell is this?
Aww.
That's Bronny, all right.
Sounds about Bronny.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, oh, it's you, Aria. I'm
It's-
like,
Yeah. Did he ask, who are ya?
yeah, he's like, what?
Who are ya?
Hey, who are ya?
Yeah, Heather Blossom's just like face palming in the back, like, really?
Like, how are we dating again?
I asked Heather that same question when we were in the room.
And what'd she say?
I don't remember. Anyway, but yeah, it was a good time there. We got to meet Lauren Faust. As a matter of fact,
I so regret that I didn't get to see Lauren Faust.
God damn.
How could you do that, young missy?
Yeah, you have a
I was in other lines.
I got
So
to see
what?
a glimpse of Bonnie. It was cool.
I actually got photos with her. I actually got the
I
autographs.
did get to meet Bonnie Zackerley.
Yeah, I got both the autographs like right here. I'm actually gonna take the face cam right here just to show them off.
I mean,
like,
how much did it
Oh,
cost?
that's upside down.
The same as all the others. They were just 20.
30
They were
bu- 30
20.
for,
What?
30 for
Yeah.
a photo and for a photo and autograph. In fact, my dad actually
Really?
my dad actually went out and when I posted the pictures, he got this framed for me.
Aww.
I'm
good
shocked.
photo.
I'm shocked that they were that cheap.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
actually heard that Lawrence was 30 before this.
Like I was
So-
I was more surprised because I'm used to like autographs costing like up to like 50.
Yeah, because at
Yeah.
BronyCon I heard they were a lot more money usually. Like John Delancey when he was there was like 70 or something.
Fair enough.
That I've never seen. Like, the most I've ever seen John Delancey charge was 40.
Yeah,
I
he
wasn't
was-
sure.
And that was at Florida SuperCon. When he was at the gala, his was just 30.
Oh,
Must have been,
wow.
like, the standards of
Yeah,
the
so-
con or something.
Yeah, so it all kind of varies.
So
Like, how,
I forgot I didn't get a picture with him.
it kind of varies depending on what your celebrity stock is like.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean the only
I
one that
paid
I got.
80 for mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for Walter Jones, it was 80 for autograph and a picture.
Hi, Faith.
Well, what, the Black Power Ranger was 80
Yeah.
bucks?
Red one was about the same price. His was, I think, 85.
Anyway,
What con was this at?
The one that I went to.
anyway,
Yeah.
Aria, who did you get to see?
Not at BronyCon, but just in general. I got to meet Big
Oh.
Jim.
Oh, Big Jim.
Big Jim.
Yeah, I got to see Big
Sweet.
Jim, and it was really, really good. He was actually excited to meet me. I was like,
Really?
what? Yeah, he's like, so tell me, what is your character? I'm very intrigued. I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, and then I actually had a 5-minute talk We actually talked for like 5
Aw.
minutes because nobody was in the back.
Nice.
And
Wow.
like, yeah, it was
That's
really, really
special.
cool.
I would have
Yeah.
loved to. Larson's one I would love to actually have a sit down and talk with, since I'm a writer.
Yeah, and it was really interesting because, like, my character, I used to get criticized for my OC to be like being a paradox, and he told me, he goes, paradox characters, if done correctly, are the what did he say? I was telling somebody else this. Are
Hmm.
the let me find
Like
the
they make
quote.
most memorable, or
No, he said, where is it? Oh, here we go. His words were, sometimes a paradox character is the most fun to work with.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I was just like, if done correctly, and he was just astonished on how well developed that my character linked with the story and all of that into
like
the
the
show.
fact that your Crystal Pony character has a bit of Umbra in.
No, basically, I tell people Sombra infused me with his blood and power. So I'm
Oh.
so in a way, I don't know if I'm gonna make this like a part of the backstory yet, but I probably will. Sombra's basically my father.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you bumped into Brian. Was he wearing the King Sombra outfit? What? Did you?
So basically, so does that technically make you Brawny's little bastard?
Oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Cruiser.
I don't know if you call that for girls.
Cruiser.
No, Bronny will kill me if I say this.
Yeah.
Say it.
No,
Say it. I like to make him mad.
Fine.
Yeah.
I guess I'd be
Don't wanna
Bronny's
get
little
make Bronny
bitch or
mad.
something.
Oh no.
No. But yeah, basically it would be something like that. And then if you see in
Okay.
I put in the stream chat, not on the YouTube, but you could see the photo that he signed.
Oh,
Technically
there.
technically the character, like
Oh,
what
yeah.
I tell myself as, I didn't tell him to write that. He wrote that himself. So basically Crystal Umbrum is like
Big
slightly canon.
nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That must have been really special there. I mean,
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
but yeah, I do want to give Cruiser a big thank you for getting me through the line. Thanks to your special pass access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of the diabetes, they want me to. What the fuck was that for?
I don't know why. Just the way you worded it, just like because diabetes.
I was like, what?
Because of the diabetes.
Barbados.
They would rather I have an accessibility pass, and when the lines get that long, I'd rather have someone there with me just in case something goes wrong. And
Yeah.
so I said, Evan, you're coming with me on this one just in case, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
good.
But there was actually someone else that we not only met but had in our room, and that was Silver Quill.
Oh yeah, we got Silver Quill in the room.
Yeah, you got to have Silver Quill in your room.
Before anybody starts fangasming, let me tell you that first of all, it was for an interview. Okay, so,
Sure it was.
Nice. I mean, still.
yeah, but basically, well, I enjoy doing interview videos, and I was talking with my friend Fearox about the idea of interviewing community guests, because they still play a role in in conventions and keeping a fandom going.
Totally.
So he liked the idea, and I asked Silver, would he be willing to volunteer for this? And he was all for it. So he shows up at our room, and he's got that gold sparkly jacket on. Yeah, and I'm like, I am so glad you wore that.
Yeah, but it was disgusting because
really
he was
easy to
wearing it all
spot.
weekend. But yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where he makes some sort of joke about how old he was. And I didn't think he was that old. So I go, oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm that far behind. And he goes, oh, please, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 34. Oh, Mr. 34, how old do you think I am? And
You got it all on video.
And I go, and legitimately, I said 37. And he goes, oh, I love you. And he just hugs me.
Yeah, I want you to do like a when you cap that part in the video. I want you to like do like a zoom in there, play like the friggin' the saxophone deal. Anyway,
I do want to ask if I can make that into a joke. Like one thing I want to do was like zoom in slowly, have what sounds like a love song playing, and then have a bunch of OCs come in and go, I ship it.
Oh my god.
We should get Arya to do it,
That's
man.
adorable.
I mean, I could if it's okay. I meant if you guys get the
Have
okay.
Sweetie Blue.
Yeah, like before I do anything with that, I have to ask him if this is okay because it's also his character.
Yeah.
This is also him personally. So,
Okay.
so if I'm going to make a joke here and it's at both of our expenses, I got to make sure it's okay on his end first.
Okay.
Cool.
But then we even had a moment where Evan pops and goes like, "Here, let me tell you about my show." And then
No,
we,
you told me to tell her to come on thing. Don't think I was the guy that just walked in there. I mean, like.
you came up with the idea for this joke where
yeah.
you come in, you say what it is, and then for the video, we wanted to actually cut to like some sort of Shaded Side Studios logo, and where you don't hear the master plan sort of joke, and then it comes back and he's like, "Oh, intriguing."
Jace, where are you going?
All right, so
I love how
we are
people
running low on
know
time
how to
here.
play
So
along.
we're running low on
Yeah.
time here. So I want Bright Idea to tell her experience before we show merchandise because there are all these comments here that are asking what's the deal with the gloves. So.
Yeah, seriously, what's the deal with the
Hey,
gloves?
I said Cruiser,
the
be
lube.
careful. I said, oh my god.
Well, I'm using these gloves for reasons. So Bright Idea, you take the floor.
For reasons.
For very meticulous reasons.
No,
Ridiculous.
it's for a
I think
legitimate.
I can
Well,
figure out.
well,
Okay.
Jablonski knows why. I'm not going to tell you though. Anyway,
Get the butter.
Bright, tell your experience.
Yeah, it was so much fun just going. A major thing was giving my hand-sewn mini pillows to people, and I gave away all that I meant to give away except for 5 of the celebrity guests, and those were, listing off from the top of my head, Britt McKillop, who plays Princess Cadence, Nicole Oliver, who plays Princess Celestia, Rebecca Choiquette, Sunset Shimmer, Lauren Faust, and there was one more that was there, who was a voice actor on the show.
Not Sweetie, Apple Bloom?
No, I got
Michelle
to
Creeber.
meet Michelle Creeber. That was awesome. I got to meet Black Griffin. I said Lauren
I'm
Faust.
liking his new music.
What about
Nicole
Yeah.
Nicole
I did
Oliver.
Nicole Oliver.
Andrea?
I didn't give to Rebecca Choiquette. I did get to meet Andrea Libman. That was awesome. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna wait. I have a list, but like it was really fun because I also got to be commissioned by 5 different people, and the last one was a fan of mine who, like, I have no idea, but they were really grateful, and they hand drew a pun for me. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, the fan experiences are great.
Yeah.
I want to have time to tell mine. Like they saw my my shirt. This guy saw my shirt. He's like, "Hey, where'd you get that shirt?" I'm like, "Oh, I got it made." "Why, are you a fan?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, that's cool. I play Evan on the show." And he's like, "No." He was freaking out when I told him more stuff.
So
Yeah, I
if you
had a
can
lot of
see
people
this-
freaking out.
Ah.
Like-
Knock knock. Who's there? A broken pencil. A broken pet. Never mind. This.
It has no point. It's pointless. I was like,
I saw
that
that.
kind of thing. It's so sweet when like fans do that. Like I like the feeling like I made a positive impact. That's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And I got to sign people, and people would come up to me. It's like, "Hey, you're Bright Idea," and I'm like, "Hey, who are you?" And it's like because I
Who are
didn't
you?
really. Because I don't have the thing where like people recognize me and I don't know them, so it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, that's how it was with me. Like, I had some people come up, they're like, "Oh my god, you're Arya." I'm like, yeah.
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 And who are you?
And I'm special because I want your signature. I'm like, why?
Nice.
I like Cruiser's autograph with the throwing horns thing. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it was weird when when that happened to me. And she did, bring up the same thing with Evan. It was from Bronny's Legend of Everfree video, and I go because here's the thing: while she was doing this, she was actually in line to meet Josh Scorcher because turns out Josh and I we were both in Silver Quill's panel for After the Fact Live, feeling Pinky Keen, and
Oh, I loved that panel.
Yeah, and after the panel's over, Josh, we see each other. He gets up. We walk over. We hug each other, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, Josh gets this line of people who wants to meet him, and he grabs me by the arm, pulls me in. He goes, "Help me!"
Oh my god.
Yeah, because turns out he wanted me to like organize this line of fans who wanted to meet him. So, like, okay, sit down here, get your stuff ready. I go, if you want an autograph, get it out right now. If you want a picture, get your camera ready. We have plenty of pens and markers to go around. So I'm like moving people along. I have been to way too many concerts here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might as well just wrap this up here with the merchandise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Let's
my
see your stuff.
yeah. I gotta
Also,
get this other glove on.
I'm
no
currently
fingerprints.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am currently trapped.
Why
has a
do you
cat.
have a cat on you?
Huh?
Please let Evan let Evan do his thing here. Like he's been doing this for.
Yeah, like I want time for all of us to show off our merchandise here. So
Yeah.
I showed you
don't have
already
my merchandise with me, so you go ahead.
the autographs and the key there. But some other things I got was this poster. I actually got this that were being given away for free at the Brony Memorial.
Oh.
I thought this
What
was
is it?
It's Luna and Celestia side by side. You have to look at it very carefully.
That is cool.
This is good stuff. I like how their mouths like connect there. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, it's like you can you can see it either way, like right side up or upside down. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Like the mouths connect like right there.
I love those pictures with the duality.
But no, people, this isn't why I'm wearing the gloves. Put that there.
Yes, but please show them why, Evan, because I just figured out why you're wearing them.
Well, I'm not.
Because
I'm getting it. Well, I'm building up the suspense. I also got this button here that was worth $5.
I really wish it weren't here right now.
I wish Brawny would have got one. It was so cool, but they made a typo where apparently there's no apostrophe on the T for weren't. So yeah.
So just draw one in there.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna break my button to.
No, I don't. Just open the
draw
plastic.
on the button.
I also got some stuff for my girlfriend. I got her this Prince of Pony Prince.
Aw, that is cool.
Hey Jablonski,
Prince, yeah.
Jablonski, remember the artist formerly known as Prince?
Yep.
It's a surprise.
What
You'll
about
see.
it's the artist formerly known as Prance?
It's a thing. I got these goggles because I might as well. I go to a lot of conventions, so I'm like, why haven't I owned a pair of goggles? Why not?
Those are cool.
I also
Like
got
steampunky.
I also got these for my girlfriend. I got her a horn and ear.
Aw.
I know she's watching, so I'm
Those
not
are
gonna
really
surprise this for
fun.
her birthday. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have those sent out tomorrow.
Oh, she's not watching?
I got the Element of Generosity from Shiny Things. I've seen them make stuff before. They make really good stuff, so I got that made. I got the last
That
one.
is cool.
Like I saw them, they were all running out, and I'm like, oh fuck, gotta get the last one.
Yeah.
And so yeah, now I gotta show you why I have the gloves, and possibly one of the biggest finds that I ever found. Like,
Ooh.
Cruiser.
Technically, I found it.
Yeah, you found it
Yeah, I was about
first.
to say.
Well, we found it, so like, but he found it
Yeah.
first. So like, there was this booth called this was their business card. It was a comic book called
Oh.
I forgot what it's called here. We are always buying, collecting something there. This isn't a fucking. Oh yeah, the Encounter Comics and Games, and apparently one of them had a friend that bought a warehouse, and the warehouse he found a crate filled with these sheets of paper, and within there he called him up saying, "Yo, I'll sell you this stuff if you want to do it there." So he said, "Yeah, sure." So he brought it to BronyCon and sold each one of these for $20. Ladies and gentlemen, we basically what we got here was. Justin, would you agree this was some Cheetah Men 2 shit, what we got here?
Yes, we found the Pony Ark of the Covenant.
Yep. These
Really?
here are actual animation cells from My Little Pony Tales.
Oh,
I'm-
wow.
Oh my god.
The reason I'm wearing
Animation
gloves,
cells.
the reason there's the drawings in the back, it's like all legit. These are cells here. Like
Wow.
so that's why I'm wearing the gloves because I want to be delicate with them. And from what I've
That is
researched
good
saying, and I know I've told you this before, Justin, but I'm telling you again, if you have an animation cell, it's very, very strongly recommended you wear rubber gloves because it can to not put any fingerprints on it. So that's what I did.
And I had the opportunity to get animation cells from He-Man
Nice, man.
from the artist himself. I sort of,
That is cool.
I just felt like, I don't really find any use for it.
It's kind of sad because I was going through these yesterday, and one of the drawings in here is torn.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's not all I got. I also got
torn.
a cell of a pack of mouth movements of Bonbon. So let's just put this in perspective, people. I could literally put these into my scanner, each one of these cells, and I could literally animate an old school Bonbon.
Wow. I see just the body. So
Yeah,
like the inside there is the.
Inside here is like this one's a little wider. Each one is like a little bit of a matte painting, and each one is like a mouth movement.
Wow. So that's how they did it back then.
Yeah, it was all photographed.
Huh.
Cruiser
So
got
like one layer would be the body and one layer would be the head and the mouth stuff.
Yep. So they were selling sketches for like $5 and sells for $20. Cruiser got one and sold one, I believe.
I didn't sell one. What ended up happening was that I bought 2 of them for myself, and there's this pony collecting Facebook group that I'm part of, and these people mostly deal with the old school toys, but I thought this was such a unique find that I posted a picture on there, and the minute people started going, "Oh my god, it looks so cool," that little light bulb in my head went off, as well as a cash register symbol.
Ding.
And
If there was one of the artists formerly known as Pran, that shit should have went to me.
so what I did is that I posted it and said, if anybody wants to buy one of these things while I'm here at BronyCon, send me a private message. And I got one person who wanted some. She paid for. She bought 3 of them. And also wanted Bonnie Zaccarelli to sign one of them for her. She paid for the shipping and even gave me money for my efforts. I went, score!
How much did you make?
60.
$60 after buying a $20 print.
That's right. That's how I roll. So anyway, yeah. So some of the stuff that I got. Now, anybody who, or did you have more, Evan?
No, that's pretty much it. I will say, guys, we are going to go a little bit past the regular limit so everybody can have a little bit of a chance, including you, Aria, so...
Okay.
Yeah, one of the...
Okay, so...
That is awesome.
Now, like I said, I'm going to be coming in and out here for show and tell because the camera keeps freezing. But everybody pretty much knows that every single convention has their own little custom-made artwork for their signature cards. So I made sure I picked up like 4 of them. You saw the one for Lauren Faust. This one was for Jason Thiessen, who I enjoy talking with him because when we had him at the gala, he was kind of filling people in on what folks didn't really know what goes on behind the scenes. And he actually told when he was at the gala, the reason why the Equestria girls had skirts instead of pants is because pants cost more to make. And I told, and after I told this, like, everybody, like, in the Rift and other groups I'm part of, all their mouths hit the floor. They went, "That's it? That's the sole reason?" Like, yeah, it had nothing to do with marketing to girls or trying to make them attractive to bronies. And as soon as I said that line, he had that evil smiley look like, "Hey, that's right. We're after your money." But yeah, like, that was the sole reason. And I told him that Daniel Ingram right now is doing a web series of acoustic covers of the songs that he did for the show as kind of a way of saying goodbye. I told Jason what he should do is his own web series where he finally answers all of these questions that'll be there for all to see, and because
that would be awesome. After the show's over, because then everybody can like have their own headcanons and stuff. Jason Thiessen can be like, nope, this is actually what is canon.
Yeah, because the thing that kind of bothers me is that, like, it's fun to create analysis and reviews, don't get me wrong, but my biggest problem is when people take them as gospel. And so
when you have word of God, so to speak.
Yeah, Cruiser.
Yeah, so what's that, Evan?
Continue on with the autographs.
Yeah, so, and he actually liked the idea, so we'll see what happens. But this one here was Bonnie.
Bonnie.
This one was, Yeah, Bonnie's was very unique to get, just because I often refer to her as the creator of creators. Where Lauren Faust
Yeah.
created Friendship is Magic, she created My Little Pony completely. And and turns out also because I also got to interview her and Lauren for the press. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And turns out Bonnie, like, she only did the original like 6 sculptures of the toy, and the whole bright pink colors, that was not her
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah, she said when she saw that, she goes, "Well, then how are boys going to buy them? They're not going to appeal to boys." And of course, the original cartoon series didn't help much either. But it was
Yeah.
because of Friendship is Magic that boys finally started buying them. That's what she was most
Yeah.
happy to see.
That
And
is interesting.
and for the last card that I got, Rebecca Choichette or Choicat, I have no idea which one. But normally when I get these things signed, I like to think of some little line that their character would say to have them to go with. But I was looking at the card and realizing that what I was coming up with wasn't going to work. Like, for those of you who can't see, it's basically her character stealing the crown from the first Equestria girls. So, so if I had her put down like "Be the True Original," like from the latest special, I went, okay, no, that doesn't, because this is like falling back into old habits if I do that. I was trying to think of something. Finally, it's like, dude, like, you got to move this along. I said,
Easy now.
so Cruiser, you play the bass? I hear you play the bass. And that caught her off guard, like, oh, okay, well, that's something different. And I had no idea where this came from, but the next line I said was, can you slap it?
Slap the bass.
Yeah, and Rebecca goes, I am not writing that. I go, I didn't think you would. It just pops into my head for some reason.
Nice.
All right, go on.
And, okay. Now, as something...
Well, hold your horses there.
Look, I'm just gonna.
Now,
Go on.
yes, Evan?
Go on.
What were
Well,
you saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't saying anything. Go on.
Okay, well, I've been looking on this on eBay for this particular product for some time, and the opportunity never really presented itself to buy it for any reason, but it was there at the convention, so I went for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Toys R Us exclusive Daring Do Dazzle toy for the Pony Mania line. This is when the show really started taking on. No, Pony Mania.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually own that myself, but like I accidentally opened it, so. Yeah.
This is Pony Mania, brother.
Some of the other things I got signed was this. When I know I normally I keep these things in better condition, but hopefully I can do something about that. But one of my favorite songs from the show was actually "You'll Play Your Part" with all the princesses sing. So since this one has the 3 out of the 4, I had them write their own lines from the song on there. So that was so I was finally able to complete that. And for some reason, this particular toy was so hard to find in the States up until now. Like, somehow, like, a bunch of 5 and below shops got it. But it was actually Captain Solano and Spike from the movie. So I had Kathy Westluck sign that, because I doubt I am going to meet the actress who plays Captain Solano. So I figured, okay, Spike's in there, might as well have her sign it.
That reminds me, that was the other person that I forgot. I didn't get to give my pillow for, Kathy Westluck.
I told you she was there for one more day.
I know, like, I wanted to see her, but instead I got to see M.A. Larson and Bonnie Zachary. What am I gonna do?
And I've held on to this particular toy for a while. I got it when Toys R Us was going out of business, but this was meant to be the 35th anniversary of the original MLP toy.
Holy moly.
So it was already discounted because it was, like I said, going out of business. So I grabbed it hoping to have Bonnie sign it because I was planning to go to the MLP fair when it was in Orlando, and she was there originally. Didn't happen. So I held on to this for a few years, thinking about maybe I should just sell it. Then lo and behold, Bonnie gets announced at BronyCon, so opportunity came back. And even then, I found out that they made a special edition Stranger Things pony. So that's when I decided to buy that and have her sign it as well. But what Bonnie did that I thought was actually pretty interesting, for those of you who can't see or don't know, in the show Stranger Things, there's this alternate dimension called the Upside Down. And basically,
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of like Bizarro world, I guess you could say. So the Applejack in that one is, upside down, and even when she's right side up, her cutie mark is upside down. And because it's
Yeah.
called the Upside Down, Bonnie signed her name upside down.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Jablonski,
That was-
hey Jablonski, D4C.
Yep. Huh?
D4C.
I don't get it.
Steel Ball Run.
Oh, this is a Target exclusive Apple Bloom Wild Rainbow toy. I finally have all three of them from the CMCs all signed, so that completes that collection.
Nice.
And kind of hard to see, but back here, a couple of other toys I had to get filled out.
Let the record show that Cruiser came in with like 2 large cardboard boxes of merch.
Yes. But I finally got, all the princesses signed because, Brit, she doesn't do cons as much as everyone else does. So I had to make sure that I get her to sign that. But as for a toy for Lauren Faust to sign, well, the thing is that as much as I love Trixie, her voice actress just doesn't do cons. Kathleen Barr, she just doesn't do them. She's not on social media either. So I figured, okay, well, I got these Trixie toys. I might as well have her sign them, and that's what I did. I had Lauren Faust sign all of my Trixie toys, from the Rainbow Rocks doll, the Funko figure, and I'm trying to think, there was like one other Trixie thing I had her sign. Oh no, this was here we go. The Forgotten Friendship toy. But here's
what's my pony merch in my fucking laundry room in a box.
Anyway.
But here's what's interesting though about this particular toy though. Someone screwed up when they were packaging it. See how it's kind of lopsided there?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then to tie it all off in the end, at the closing ceremony, which was funny by the way, because there was like 10,000 plus people there, they couldn't fit everybody into the main hall. So the hall that was right next to it was showing the live feed, and because of that, there was this 1 second delay on. Hold on a second here. There was this 1 second delay from the audio they were hearing and what was over on the other side. So Emily Larson gets on the mic and goes, and let's also get over the people in the other room. Yeah. yeah, like literally, like he goes, get over the people in the other room, and he literally just like pauses everything just so he can wait to hear the other people reacting. Yes, and then like everyone else started having fun with that. But the artist Andy Price, he was actually throwing out these sketches that he made. And he said, these are... Yeah, I know. These are the last sketches I made for BronyCon. And, just like a guitar pick at a concert, he's throwing them and people are dive bombing after them.
Wow.
And then he goes, and this here is my very last one, and I caught it.
Wait, I can't see it. Oh, it's a squirrel.
I said the exact same thing. I said it was a squirrel too, but turns out it's a possum. It's Luna's pet possum.
Oh, yeah, it's Luna's pet possum.
Yeah, and I told Andy Price when I met him later that I caught. And he goes, "Oh, you caught Tiberius?" I go, "Tiberius? I thought it was a squirrel." And he goes, "Do you read the comics?" I go, "Read them. I bring every issue I got to you to solve."
Anyway,
I think I got
you gotta get some autograph. Right idea. Let's see what your merch collection was composed of.
Well, I didn't bring it with me, but I got myself a Pinkie Pie print from Manga Common. At first, I thought it was Song because they were vending together, but it's like, oh no, manga drew that. It's like, oh, okay, it's still good. I got a Harley Quinn print from Denny Vixen. I think she goes by on DeviantArt. She does some amazing work, and let me see. I also got a set of chopsticks with a pun on them. I was so excited when I saw the vendor because, like, it's basically a bunch of wood and like Chinese food puns. Like one of them was like, "What kind of Japanese food do cannibal eat?" And it said raw men. But yeah, I got the set of chopsticks. I just got a autograph from Andrea Lidman, and besides that, that was it. And I also, I wouldn't call it merch gifts, but like besides this from Arya, I got a lampshade from Ripple Effect. She actually like took along with her this lampshade and she drew my cutie mark on it, like colored it blue and everything. And I couldn't take it with me because it was so dang bulky. So I had my boyfriend carry it with him. So next time in a future visit, he'll be able to give it back to me.
You could just tell him to ship it to you.
Awesome. Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could see that
Like
there.
just having the lampshade there.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. I can imagine you wearing it all over the convention like you did in that one Halloween special.
There's actually a really good picture. Actually, I should show it because I have the phone right here.
I guess, yeah, let me just increase the thing. Then after that, I'll go to Arya. Sorry for holding you off there.
No, it's fine.
Let me see. I got. Oh, here's a picture of the plushie that I brought along, and basically.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, nice.
This is her after a long day of walking around the convention hall. And here's me when I actually got it.
Having a hard time seeing a little bit. Oh, okay, a little bit there. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was so excited.
Yeah, you were a lamp once before.
Yeah, and there's Ripple Effect. She was so nice.
Oh yeah, Ripple Effect. I saw her. I loved her.
I got to meet her.
I loved her orange leggings to make her look like a mermaid. Like I was behind her. I have my like camera bag with me. I'm like thunk. I'm like Ripple Effect. Nice to meet you. And she's like, "Do I know you?" I'm like, "Look at the hat."
It's an Evan.
Yes, it is.
But yeah.
Maybe Evan.
Yeah, she was so sweet, and she got so many people. I watched her vlog, and she gave a bunch of people their own set of D&D dice. I think because she's in a D&D campaign with them, I guess. So like the editor and Pathetic Prose and like Watchful, I think season, and yeah, like she's just so bubbly, which is the only way I can describe her because yeah.
All right, so I guess next up will be Arya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay again.
No, you're fine. I didn't really get any signatures. Although like I was able to help Sam Lion with delivering a few things.
Oh, I had to do that too for Brawny.
Wait, what?
No, because I promised Sam like I would help him really quick. Like we didn't meet any of the VAs because of time and all of that. We were just like, here, throw, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was able to help Sam out, which was nice. I wish I got to meet him. Yeah. Wait, yeah, he was at. Oh wait, you weren't at the dinner at Hard Rock.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, we wanted to invite you.
That's all right.
Yeah, we tried to invite you, but you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to the Hard Rock anyway because my boyfriend isn't into the loud, noisy restaurant scene.
It wasn't actually that noisy.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Not gonna lie, Hard Rock is actually pretty cool to go to.
Yeah, good
food.
It
was nice. I think we were the loudest.
Go figure.
Yeah, we were a group of 20. I actually was surprised the service wasn't that long. It was really good.
Great.
I did include the group photo that was taken on the bridge in my photo album. I'm gonna see if I can use it in the
Oh my god, I felt really bad for Pros. Like You were laying on the ground. No. When we were taking the photo, Evan decided to lay on the ground, like, for a pose.
Yeah, I was gonna pose in the front, and then, like, she accidentally steps on my hand. She, like, started freaking out.
Yeah, like, she thought she kicked his camera.
No, it was fine. It was fine. My camera was fine.
Yeah, I was like, the camera's indestructible.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but, like... Alright, so... I'm glad to see we had a good time at BronyCon. I'm gonna try...
Yeah.
I'm eventually gonna try and see if I can go to another one. My next goal is to try to go to Sequestria Fest, hopefully with Cruiser, maybe
Come to Winnie City.
That's actually what I'd like to do. I'd like to do,
Which one is that? Where is that?
Chicago.
No, I'm Schaumburg.
Schaumburg?
Yeah, Schaumburg. Yeah, it's in... Yeah, it is. It's a suburb.
Yeah, Cider Fest is in Chicago.
No,
Cider Fest is one I would
Wisconsin.
Cider Fest is one I would actually like to go to, just because I can drink.
Winnie City's really nice. So, and that's actually my hometown.
I've heard of a few good ones. I know here up in Dallas, there's Fern, which I'm probably not. We're probably not gonna get the email for a little while longer.
We'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and do Sequestria Fest because it's like near my mom's place. I'm trying to see if I can get Cruiser, Bright, maybe my girlfriend to go there. So yeah.
That would be interesting.
Before we go tonight, I want to give a big shout out to a YouTuber by the name of Nicky D, who is doing BronyCon vlogs. I'm gonna be probably in one of his videos, which is really cool.
Cool. Nicky D.
Nicky D.
Is it Nicky D or Nicky V?
Nicky D.
Because I know a Nicky D in this.
Nicky
okay.
D. He's like a guy from Philadelphia, and and all of his pictures are hit. Every time he's doing a video, apparently he's wearing something Phillies or something you'd find in the Philadelphia area. The guy's is oozing Philadelphia. Nice. So yeah, the guy's really cool. He does reaction videos. He is blogging about BronyCon. He's put it up 2 days so far, and yeah. So he was happy to see me. He was always there to talk to me. He was a good friend. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I was gonna do a final 5, but I think this kind of covers it right now with our little extensive adventure with BronyCon.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
yeah, so we will see you guys again next week.
Next week.
Yes.
Next week.
And Aria, thanks for joining us here for the final few minutes of the show.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good having you.
I invaded.
Yeah.
You invaded and you just took it over.
Yeah.
You might as well just end this thing and just replace the ants logo with like a picture of Aria's face.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do next time you come and see ants. You're just gonna see a picture of Aria's face.
And Aria, during BronyCon, when Evan was asking you about being self-conscious about your hair,
Cruiser, we're on air.
Yeah.
I thought we were off.
I didn't say there. I didn't say the words goodbye. Ugh.